Maybe they're just, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta love them. Who needs enemies?
Facts. So, Logan, you graduated out of the sober living program for some time. You
Yeah.
graduated, phased out, but you just recently graduated drug court as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, completed it, which is a pretty tall feat for the
Yeah.
The success rate is pretty low.
It was definitely low, especially when like I was in jail and people was like,
It's impossible.
it's impossible to do. And like, even after I got out, like I wasn't doing everything. Like I wasn't doing community service when I was supposed to. I wasn't going to as many meetings as I was supposed to. Like, and I was just messing everything up. And like at that point, like Judge Goodwin was like, the best thing we can do for you is put you in jail for a weekend. And like I got there and I don't want to do this no more, you know. So like I had to take a step back and actually like do some work.
Yeah.
It sucked, but
Yeah.
like I get to reap the benefits today of it.
Yes, I get consequences of how I'm living regardless.
Yeah.
If it's good or bad.
And what's crazy about that is like, if I'm not living good, the consequences show up a lot sooner to me. Like
Yeah.
I'm more self-aware today than I ever have been in my entire life.
Which is a healthy thing.
Yeah, and I can identify my feelings on how I feel. I usually like, for some reason, I still like my first, like I'm usually happy, but like I can revert right back to being angry. But then like I'm grateful I get to pause for a second and like actually feel those feelings and determine what I'm actually feeling instead of just being angry or happy all the time.
Yeah. Like it's okay to feel.
Yeah.
Just to feel. It's okay.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Sometimes I feel like I feel too much. I'm
Yeah.
sensitive and I feel everything.
Yeah, and like you know, that's not the way I was raised. Like men don't show emotions, and you get along by yourself. You know, you don't need nobody else to make you happy, and like that's true to some extent. Like I don't look for outside entities to make me happy today because I'm happy with who I am,
Yeah.
and that took a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely takes a lot of maturity, work, authenticity, honesty. It takes a lot to do that, to get there. What do you feel like's been most beneficial for you to help you complete sober living and recovery resources? Do you think that there's any few things that you can identify that have allowed you?
So like for me, it was the structure and seeing you, Craig, Tabitha, people I adore and look up to, living their best life the way that I want to. And the structure they put in the program is the only reason that I was able to complete it.
Wow.
Yeah, because I had no structure in my life. I had no self-discipline. I was more like a go with the flow kind of guy through my active addiction, and now like
You remain that. Yeah.
it's amazing, really.
Yeah. So do you have any disciplines in your life today? You feel like?
Oh yeah, like I can hang my hat on the fact that like my job trusts me that I'm going to show up every day on time and do the best I can. I messed up and became important at work, and now they depend on
I
me.
like how you said that. Yeah.
You know, my kids, like when I first got sober, one thing that I want to stress is the recovery resources like showed me that I could be a good dad again. You know, so like when I first got sober, like I would see my kids on the weekends, and before they'd go back to their moms, they would cry when they left me. And you know, like I loved that, but I also hated it because it meant I showed no consistency. They didn't know when they was going to see me again, and that's why they cried. Now, like, they don't cry because they know Dad's going to be there. They're going to see Dad next weekend, and everything's going to be okay. Just because I'm able to be a consistent father these days.
I think that is top notch. To me, probably the most important thing that I've heard out of all of it, man, is that the kids get to have a dad today.
Yeah. Like when I was at my drug court graduation, like seeing them out there and like up on the screens and like the pictures of my before and after, and them being there and like them screaming "Daddy" like when I was coming off the stage, like it tugs at your heartstrings right there.
Yeah.
Like I was,
They're proud.
I am a proud father today,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I get to be there with them and for
Yes.
them. It's really amazing.
Yeah, dude. They were so happy, just proud of you. Like
Yeah.
that's my dad.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't have learned like because like I met people that's also in the program that was trying to be better fathers, and like you can learn so much from people, and being willing and able to learn from people is
Do you remember like anything? Is there anything that sticks out to you? Something you learned about being a dad from somebody else?
so Jimmy Fontana and Miss Cindy from Families Free. I will not be able to be there with my kids when they start dating. So what I need to do is teach them how to conduct themselves as women should. And you know, like I've done a piss poor job up until I got sober on conducting them or showing them how to conduct themselves around men, or even showing them the type of men that they need in their life.
Ah.
Yeah. So the realization that I was always wanting better for them, but I was not showing them better, sucked. But now, like, I can show them better and show them the type of men that they need around in their life.
Absolutely. What are you hopeful for or excited for today in your life?
What am I hopeful for, excited for? Freedom. The freedom to live a life where I'm not out here screwing over my friends and family, and the freedom I have from drugs and alcohol. The freedom I have of choice now with my life going forward. Like, yes, I'm a felon, but I can still pursue things that I want to do. Like, I can still go to college. I can still do a lot of things with my life. And like before sobriety, like it was always day to day. Like I was either going to go to court or going to go to prison. And you know, like I couldn't live like that. Like I was so scared to see what tomorrow brought. So today, living to see what tomorrow's going to bring me it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Let's go eat some lunch.